Hey guys, it's Stereo Police back for a check-in. Just a check-in. I didn't expect to make a check-in this soon. Couple of topics real quick, and it's all very selfless. Not about me anymore. But hey, I want to thank everybody for the very positive and uplifting comments about my dad. Not everybody, but for those for those of you who have reached out. And yeah, thank you very much. I have not been able to get back to to all of the comments. I'm just very, very busy. I'm not going to reiterate what I'm going through because those of you who I'm talking to now already know it. But thank you very, very, very much. I wanted to show you a photo of Dad. Um, he served very honorably and as a United States Navy senior chief petty officer. I believe he was uh, a chief right here. He hadn't achieved senior chief yet, but yeah, man, that's my dad. And following um, his career in the Navy after 20 years, he also pursued a career in the federal government as a civilian in naval intelligence, and he was a very, very honorable patriot, as am I promise. And and again, part one of this, I just want to say thank you. Some of your comments have been really uplifting, and I believe, we have been a community, and I want to thank you for that sincerely. It's kind of bringing a tear to my eye right now. And I recognize a lot of your usernames, and this is not the Academy Awards, and I'm not going to sit here and name you, but a lot of you have meant a lot to me. Now, moving on to the second thing, I need to hit pause here to switch screens. I'm technically inept, so give me a second. Okay, I just wanted a blank screen. Ignore what's on here right now. I just wanted a blank screen right here, just so I can talk to you for a second. Um, the second thing, I think one of the channels I'm going to make is going to be a drum cover channel. Not that most of you care about that, because that was obvious by my views, and I don't care. But I'm going to post a link when I make it to my drum covers. And I'm going to do onesie twosies here and there because it's one of my passions I might want to pursue in retirement. Enough about that. The third and final thing I wanted to mention is, uh, I really don't want to go out on a negative note. I'm kind of I don't want to be weird. Um, uh, there's a YouTube channel and an individual who runs the channel. I've never spoken to him in person. I don't know the fellow, but I have corresponded with him a couple of times. And I'm going to give you the channel in a minute. And forgive me, it's been a long day. It's 7 at night, and it's been a long day caring for Dad's second day back from home from the hospital. Talking to a lot of folks today. I'm trying to keep my voice low right now because there's something going on in the next room. But uh, yeah, I kind of said some negative things about as on my way out about other reviewers and about the audio community, and I do believe we could do better as a community, and I wish we could do better, as a community of YouTube folks, and I say websites, but really YouTube. I'm a YouTube guy. That's all I know. And as I reflect backwards, and I'm very, very sad about leaving this channel, but I have to. But when I sort of reflect back, I really wish. Mm, this is so non-scripted. Um, mm, well, there's this fellow who runs a channel. He's kind of feeling his way. He's a young guy. To me, he's a young guy. I'm 58 years old, so it's all relative. But, you know, he kind of reminds me a lot of myself, when I was getting started. I didn't, because number one, I think he has a passion for audio, and it's genuine, it's not artificial. And he's doing his best to get a channel going. And he's sincere, I think. I believe he's really sincere. He loves it. He's trying to get a channel going, and and I think he's got promise for the future. And I also believe that he speaks from the heart. He's not owned by anybody. Definitely not owned by anybody. There's no fudging way this guy is owned by anybody. He doesn't have a master. And I'm a little hoarse, I'm sorry. Um, and I hope he stays that way and stays true. And I hope I don't think he's quite found himself yet. I don't think he's got his wheels underneath him yet, quite. But I hope he finds his true YouTube persona. And well, his persona is himself. I'm sorry, and that's what I like about him. I take that back. His persona is himself, and um, but I think he's got a lot of promise and a little way to go before he really coagulates into something special, I think. And I hope you guys can support him. I've got no stake in this, by the way, none whatsoever. But I hope you can support this dude and follow him along the way as he progresses and creates this channel. Again, he reminds me a lot of me because he's honest and he's sincere. And and maybe I don't know if I'm wrong or right. But and one thing else I want to say about him, he laid into me once. I mean, he criticized the heck out of me about my shit audio video that I made, critiquing shit about their AI and their customer service. And when I retired here, he reached out to me and said, he said some kind words, and he said he deleted that video. Well, let me tell you something. When he I'm gonna show you the channel in a second, so hang tight. And I want to say some final words that I want you to hear. Gosh, I'm actually formulating my thoughts as I speak here. So this is all coming to fruition as I speak here. Um, he laid into me, and normally, given my personality, I might say something back. And you know me, I'll say it like it is. But I never said a word in response to that video. I never replied to it. I never made a video about it. Um, and recently he told me he deleted that video and said some kind words in my retirement here. And that's not exactly why I'm making this. I'm making this because I respect the guy. But the reason why I never replied to that video is because he was kind of correct, and I own his critique. I owned his critique internally. I did not reply to it, and because he was correct, and I sincerely hope, and he knows who I am if he ever hears this. You should put that video back up and leave it there. It's okay, man. You were correct. Uh, when I made that shit audio video, I think I was right to some degree, and I was overly hasty in in some respects as well. But your critique of me was also correct. So don't worry about it, bro. Put that damn thing back up and let everyone see it. It's okay. I didn't reply to it for a reason, okay? You had a good perspective and you were correct. And I actually watched the video and I learned from it. You never stop learning in life. You never stop improving yourself in life. And the only way you can improve yourself is learn from others and others see you and you got to look in the mirror and you got to say, you know what? That's correct. If you're always defensive and you always want to be defensive and let things bounce off you and don't absorb it, you're just going to be an asshole. And yeah, I'm an asshole sometimes, but you know, I think you get my point. But put it back up if you have it. Honestly, seriously, it's okay. I own it. Don't worry about it. Um, so I'm gonna show you this guy's channel. Let me hit pause for a sec. Me and my inept. I'm learning. I'm just learning this software here. Hmm. Okay, yeah. It's an audio review. He's got 484 subscribers, 142 videos, and another thing, just like me, sometimes you'll see a random video, you'll see a random rant, you'll see some reviews, you'll see some opinions. Sometimes you'll see some videos about things that have nothing to do with audio. That's just like me. I don't care. Yeah, it's what's the price of admission, folks? Zero. We have a mouse or a finger. You go where you want to go. You watch what you want to watch. Don't worry about it. You got a fast forward button, a rewind button, a pause button, a stop button, and so on and so forth. Um, I go with my gut, and I think he's a genuinely good dude. And again, I think he's got a way. I think his channel is maturing. And I think there's a lot of promise there for something truly honest. And I think he's an intelligent guy. But once again, more importantly, I think he's honest and he cares and he's passionate about the hobby. And I'd like you to support him if you please. It's up to you. And I'm doing this entirely for selfless reasons. I have no interest in this. Being sincere. Um, and I've been a subscriber of his for maybe 8 months, I think. So this is not new. I'm not doing this for any other reason. Um, and finally, I want to wrap, I want to segue, and I want to, for closure purposes, I want to wrap this up. Um, One of the things I'm saying here is, as I do this, I just wish this kind of camaraderie, me owning this critique, him reaching out to me, him deleting that video, and I think he did it out of respect. I think out of respect. That's wonderful. I think. And me reaching out to him right now. I wish it was this way with every one of us as a community. Every one of us on YouTube trying to put out a product. And I want you guys to understand a lot of my videos, my humor's a bit dark and maybe a little bit misunderstood. And it's just the way I am, and I'm myself. And this guy he's himself too. He's true to himself. And maybe there's some others out there that I miss, but a lot of other guys, I don't think so. But I wish it was this way with everybody. We could reach out to each other and have a little chat and say something nice, back and forth. I wish it was a brotherhood. And that includes sisters too, okay, when I say brotherhood. But I wish it was a brotherhood. I think things could be a lot better, man, for all of us. For the viewers who don't care to make videos, and that's cool. And for those of us who wanted to make videos, I wish it was that way all along. And I wish it could be that way in the future. I have hope. And wow, I can't believe this video led to this direction from the beginning because this is unscripted. But listen, I want to leave it at that. And I wish you could give a kind word to this guy and support him and watch him mature as a YouTube personality. I think he's a decent dude, man. This is my first check-in after a retirement from YouTube, and I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for all your support. Stereo Police. Ciao.